What are quadratics? So welcome to my class. Today I will be covering a lengthy topic on quadratics. This will be aimed at multiple high school level classes such as IB, such as A level, any board, quadratics, as they are an important starting point in many concepts that relate to other concepts further on less. What are quadratics? So there first is a quadratic equation. Quadratic equation. Quadratic equation, which is ax square plus bx plus c. Ax square will be always a number with x square and bx plus c. C here is a constant, while these are two are variables. Constant. Quadratics are basically a way of mapping different concepts, like from using graphs. Like this is a quadratic equation. This quadratic equation can be like, for example, 2x square plus 4x plus 8. So this can be equal to y or equal to 0. This is depending on the graph. Depends on graph, which will be later discussed. Quadratic equation: ax square plus bx plus c, constant variables 2x square plus 4. Next we have quadratic graph. A quadratic graph, for example, will be a parabola like u. This u will basically have a quadratic graph. What? That. U. And this turning point here, there will be a turning point and or the line of symmetry, which is where where minimum, this will be a minimum by the whole number. Like this is an x-axis, right? So this x-axis is the minimum of this graph, like the minimum x-axis, and this is the maximum, and this is in between them. These are all having different formulas, which will have formulas. Have formula. Have formulas. Okay, so let's discuss something further. So you have covered a quadratic equation. So this is what basically quadratics are in real life representation. This is a real life representation, for example, or visual, you can say visual representation. This is a mathematical one. Why are they important? Quadratics are basically, they can be used to verify, basically predict things such as, they are very important in physics. Like if we have a missile that is supposed to, this is an island here, and this is an island here. Basically, these people want to kill this people's island, so they will have to calculate away the path or trajectory of the missile or bomb or whatever weapon they are using, and they have to calculate how much where it will have to fall. This is the minimum, so where it will have to fall, like where it will start to hit this maximum, which relates back to the graph, and this is the turning point of where there are it will have no value, like mid value. So in quadratic equation in basically physics will be represented like ut 1 over 2 ut plus 1 over 2 80 plus 80 square is equal as S is displacement, U is initial, and A is acceleration, or T is time. This also relates to calculus a bit, because if we have to have to calculate the complete movement of the missile or the weapon, we will have to use calculus. So it also this relates back to calculus as well. In exams, this is important because it is a 6 to 7 mark question in A-level exams, which I am studying for. 6 to 7 marks. I don't know about IB, but it is included in many other courses, and is a basic needed to advance to more important topics. So we have covered till this much. How are they related to the concept? They are related to calculus that was used to how are they related to other concept? They are related to calculus, that there are function in which calculus will be used to predict something, as well as integration, like the whole graph. If we have to calculate like the displacement in physics, like if you have to calculate the displacement, like which I have already mentioned here above, if we have to calculate this, you can see that this is taking the whole graph and it is integrating something. On the other hand, if we have like some, this is also related to function, like quadratic can also be a function. It is used in economics and others to predict or calculate certain quantities, i.e. money, stock, worth, and so on. Main idea in quadratics. So in quadratics we have quadratic equation, which relates to, which is together with graph. Next to here we have min, max, turning point, use in unknown variables. Here we have there are unknown variables. That is what basic quadratics equation is about, the unknown variables. Okay, we have unknown variables. There can be unknown variables, like these unknown variables can be calculated through factorization, completing the square, unknown variables, factorization, completing the square. And also complete square form, discriminant, quadratic formula, quadratic formula, formulas. We have the formula b square minus 4ac equal to 0, which gives one real solution. One real solution. B square minus 4ac greater than 0. Two real solution. Basically, this b is basically, let's say we have a formula here. 6x square plus 12x plus 19. So this would be 12 square minus 4 to minus 4 12.
मैं पाई तो कंप्लीट आ जाएगा पाई.
So if this is greater than 0, it will have two real solutions. If it is equal to 0, it will have one real solution. And if it is less than 0, then it will have imaginary solution. Solution. There is also the completing the square form, which is basically a form of the formula x square x plus a square plus b. There are also some other forms depending on the values and quantities of the unknown of a's, b's and c's. Questions. We will be asked questions such as like we have to factor to find solution which will be equal to related to the discriminant, as if since there will be two real or two imaginary solutions. For example, let's say we have 5x square plus 2x plus 4 minus 4. So we'll be do x minus 2, so x square plus 2x minus 4. We get that back from there. Basically we x square this 2x minus 4, so we get this. So the answer is either x minus 2 or x plus 2. X plus 2. Since this is equal to y in a form, y can be anything 0, greater than 0, less than 0. Like 0 can, like the 0 is there because if there's let's talk about the graph. So basically this graph, if it is touching nowhere, like it is hovering in the air like this parabola, then this means the y is equal to 0. Since it is not equal to 0, the parabola line will be like this. So this is x minus 2 equal minus 2 or x is equal to. Next we have completing the square in completing the square we have basically, let's say we have 10x square. No, let's do x square. Not make it difficult because this is a basic coverage. 6x plus 12. So we have to, let's say, give it this form: x plus a square plus b. So we have to see x square plus 6 square minus 6 square. So let's say we have 36 plus minus 24. So we have to like x plus 6 x plus 6 minus 24. This, if we calculate it as x square plus 6x plus 36 minus 24 is equal to x plus 12. So we get back the original answer. So this means this is correct. We also have quadratic inequalities. Inequality in which, let's say we have a quadratic inequality such as 3x square plus 15x plus 30 is greater than 10. So we have to find the values of, let's say this is also related to here, like I will explain that a bit later. Let's see, 3x. We have to like factorize this, which might be a little hard. $30. So we have like this. We could subtract the 30 here and do it like 3x square plus 9x plus 6x is greater than minus 20, as in put this minus here, minus 30 and minus 30 here from both sides. So we get this. We do 3x. No, just see. 3x square plus 15x. Let's provide it back. Let's do 3x. 3x. No. We can do like this. Okay. 3x x plus 3 plus 6x plus 1. No, 6x. This can be 3x. No, I'm doing it all wrong, God. Let's see. I am kind of rusty about this.
Yeah.
Data what the starting is where the dimension and the reality has worship. Dynamic pull it. When we get to
Everything.
Hey, 12. Let's try the other way because I'm not able to solve this way. 3x square plus 15x plus 30
My better call there for reason that.
the king can land say but the idea that the done the
plus 30. Let's do like it. What is this at 10?
Yeah, you got it. I agree that.
We can have
Trying step moves.
This is again wrong example. So a quadratic inequality is uh, basically the number that can be greater or less than a quadratic equation. Here it is less than, like 2 is less than this number, so we'll try to figure out what it is. We'll do that. X squared minus 2. No. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. X minus X. So we do the case here, X minus 2X. We subtract 2 by both sides, plus 8 is greater than 0. X minus 2. X minus 2. X minus 4. So x is either is greater than or less than or equal to, greater than equal to 2 or less than or equal to 4. So this is the range about how x can lie. So this, if we take it here like quadratic, this will basically be replaced by, like, let me do it here. Quadratic. So let's say this is x is equal to, and this is x is greater than, less than or greater than equal to 2, or x is less than or equal to 4.